You're thinking, how can I test RV travel without investing a whole lot of money? You probably don't know if it's something you're going to like, and why should you make that investment in a truck, in a motorhome, or even a camper if maybe the lifestyle isn't going to be for you. Stay tuned, and we'll share what we learned and how it helped us make our decision. We're Gary and Linda with Blazing New Trails. And welcome back. If you've been with us before, we're glad you've joined us. If you're new, thank you for tuning in. So we're going to be talking about RV share and what we learned with our experience. And I guess I'd like to say that we kind of started by dipping our toe in it a little bit with the purchase of our 2019 Ford F250 truck. And we wanted to check out to see if RV life was for us. And Linda did some checking around, and we found RV share. So what we're going to do is tell you what we learned from our experience, and hopefully it might help you in making some of your decisions. So first, let's talk about who RV share is.
RV Share is the largest online marketplace for RV renters and owners. You can, as a renter, you can go online and they have filters so that you can decide what you're looking for. It'll narrow your choice of RVs. So you can say that you just want to look at travel trailers or fifth wheels or a Class C. And, you know, do you want slides, things like that. So you can do that, and then you can take a look at what's available. On the owner side, they make a listing of what they're offering and what their rules are. They'll tell you how many miles that you can have per day to put on the trailer or fifth wheel, and you know, other things that they offer.
As I mentioned earlier, we did take two trips. One of them was a 2-week trip to Colorado, and then a second one was a week-long trip, Atlanta, Georgia, and then the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, so we're more of go big or go home. You know, we didn't just rent a trailer for a weekend to see how we liked it, you know, for a short, no, we're going to go for a 2-week trip. That'll teach you right away whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, we rented from two different owners. Let's talk about things or points that you want to keep in mind when you're renting. And I think we found this really, but between the two different owners, we saw this in a particular way in terms of the first camper that we rented was in Kansas City, outside of Kansas City, and he supplied tools, he supplied trailer hitch, a lot of those things, even without asking. Whereas the other guy, he did supply us with the trailer hitch, but we had to ask for that up front. And some of the tools and things, he didn't even supply with the camper, so we had to bring that ourselves.
Right.
So you know, understand again the specifics of what is going to come with your trailer.
Well, and it's not just those couple of things. Does it come with kitchen supplies? It's got pots and pans and dishes and utensils, any sort of bedding, which you probably want to bring your own anyway, but sometimes they throw that in, you know, so it's those extra things that you don't want to have to lug around or bring extra of. A lot of times they have at least the essentials.
They do. I think another thing too is, depending on where you live and where your vacation is going to take you, one thing to keep in mind, and we did this on both trips. So we didn't rent from somebody in town, you know, within the St. Louis area. I mentioned we went on our first trip to Colorado. we rented from somebody in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So there's a benefit to that where, you know, you're saving money on gas, wear and tear on your vehicle or whatnot. Our second trip, again, we went to Atlanta and the Smoky Mountains. We rented from a guy out of Nashville.
Yeah.
So that was 5 hours.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as a tip that you know, you can get some benefit from, because that is really, I think, kind of huge.
Yeah, especially and depending on what's available in your area for the dates that you need, you might not find exactly what you're looking for. And if you can widen your parameters on your search,
yep,
that'll help you get there.
Yeah. Once you get there, and you know, once you decide on that trailer and get things set up and have a contract in place, you're going to do a walkthrough. And this walkthrough it's almost the same as if you're renting a car. You've got to understand whether or not there's any damage, pre-existing damage, because if you don't take note of that, and depending on the owner that you're dealing with, that could come back to haunt you. Yeah. So again, getting back to the differences in the owners that we dealt with, the first owner, he had a walkthrough. He had it down as a business.
Yeah, well, he owned several different campers. And so he had a young lady who worked with him, and she was the one that she had her clipboard and her list, and we did a walk around on the outside. She even brought up, oh, so you'll notice there's a ding here. You know, it was a pretty new camper, so it was really nice. But then we also went through the inside, and the other nice thing is that they'll show you how everything works. You know, at least your basics.
This is your black tank, this is your gray tank, and this is your freshwater tank. Battery as well. So when you push these, I would recommend just checking in with it every now and then to see where your tank is at.
So we were going to use this as a test, first of all, to see if RVing was something that we liked, and then based on that, what features did we find that we liked out of the trailers that we rented.
Yeah. Do we want slides? Was that going to be something that was important? Yes, very important.
Huge. And we learned that first on our 2-week trip in Colorado.
It didn't have any slides at all.
No slides.
It was awful. We were falling. It was just the two of us and a small dog, and we were all falling over each other all day.
It was terrible.
Yes. We found we like room. We want lots of room.
We need space. Yeah. and the second trailer did have one slide.
Yep.
So I think we found out right away that slides are critical.
Yes.
So we definitely applied that to the purchase of our trailer, because our trailer now has 3 slides.
Yeah.
And it's got adequate room.
Well, and it's a layout thing too. You find what things you find are important, you know, where's the TV going to be? Is that something that's important to you for in the evening when you're just hanging out inside? You know, we saw trailers. Oh, we had the one trailer where there was a small love seat, but the TV was behind us. We didn't get that at all. So you kind of get an idea and how big of a bathroom that you have, and the size of the shower, how much room is around the bed just for getting around. Once you rent for a couple of times and you get to know what it is you're looking for, and then when you start going to RV shows and looking at all these different models, you have a better idea on what you're looking for, because it's not something that you can rent or you can buy, and then if you don't like it, you can take it back. It's a big purchase. You really need to know what you want and have a checklist on those priority items.
I think the other factor too with the rental is the length of the trailer and what you feel comfortable with.
Yes.
Because another huge factor to keep in mind is the longer the trailer is, that's going to limit you to campgrounds, to state parks,
national parks.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So,
and then, you know, whether it's going to be something that you drive or you tow, trailer, fifth wheel. Yeah.
Yep.
All important considerations.
That, I think probably the last aspect is that the two trailers that we rented were both travel trailers, but I think it helped us in the decision for our own trailer when we made that purchase to decide on a fifth wheel. And mainly we decided to go with a fifth wheel from the safety aspect. We really didn't have any problems towing the travel trailer. However, I'd grown up knowing and pulling a gooseneck, which is the same as a
fifth wheel.
Fifth wheel. And so I just felt more comfortable with that fifth wheel and not getting a travel trailer. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up, and I guess when it comes to our opinion of RV Share, with both, yeah, exactly, with both of the rentals, we had a really good experience.
Yeah.
Again, keep in mind you're dealing with individual owners, so it's important to make sure that you feel comfortable with those owners and or with that owner, and that you have a good relationship with them.
Don't hesitate in asking lots of questions. They should be very willing to answer questions so that you are comfortable in your rental.
Right. Well, that's it on this video. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you've gotten something out of the information that we've shared on what we experienced with RV Share. Remember, there are other rental companies out there, but we feel very, very comfortable with RV Share, and that you would probably find the same experience. So thanks for tuning in, and if there's any comments that you have
or questions,
leave them below in the comments and we'll be happy to answer. So thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. Bye for now.
Bye.